How are you all doing this late Thursday night, Friday morning actually to be specific. I've been at a gig tonight, that's why I'm up late, and I thought, well, let's just record some stats chat. Go past midnight. I'm up for it if you are. Okay, you know the drill. 5 stats, friendly bets for the weekend. Decent week last week, 3 out of 5, including a couple of big price winners as well. And a big price winner last week, of course, was Crystal Palace, and the trends very much suited them last week. I went in and was rewarded at a big price, and you know what? It's happened again. The trends very much in Crystal Palace's favour. They're away to Norwich City at the weekend. Palace unbeaten in 5 against Norwich, played 5, won 3, drawn 2, lost none. All 3 of those wins have come in the Championship in the last half decade. September the 15th, 2007 was the last time Norwich beat Crystal Palace, a 1-0 win that day. Palace still very, very strong general in this fixture, unbeaten in 5. So I'm happy to go in again with Palace here, if that's what the trends say. Just as a wee footnote actually, Paul Dickoff and Dougie Freedman were playing for Crystal Palace the last day they lost to Norwich in that game in September 2007. Interesting that. Game 2, everyone's been shouting about this game. Everyone's been shouting and tweeting me. Michael Cox, of course, from Zonal Marketing, didn't tweet me, he doesn't follow me. But I think he mentioned this in his feed yesterday, and a few people picked up on it. Adam Bowers in particular got in touch, says, "We should bring this into stats chat." That's great to hear that, Adam, and I have. And Johnny Grosma, of course, my friend Johnny, mentioned it as well. So I think popular opinion suggested we mention this game. It's the game between Newcastle and West Brom at the weekend, and it's all about both teams to score here. It's a phenomenal record. The last 11 times these sides have crossed swords, both teams have scored. Phenomenal stuff. 8 times in the English Premier League, twice in the Championship and once in the FA Cup. Both teams have scored in the last 11 occasions these sides have met on a football pitch. You have to go back to April of 2006, the last time there was a clean sheet in this game. It was a 3-0 win for Newcastle that day. Shola Amiobi scored 2 and Alberto Solano scored the other goal. So it's all about BTTS in the Newcastle West Brom fixture. Game 3, Leyton Orient against Sheffield United. Sheffield United, Leyton Orient doing much better than Sheffield United, but Sheffield United, you've always presumed, traditionally a much bigger club, and that's backed up in the stats. Unbeaten in 6 against Leyton Orient, played 6, won 4, drawn 2, lost 0. Some big wins as well, big chunky fat wins, 6-3, a 4-1 and a 3-1 amongst those 4 victories in the last 6 games. Sheffield United generally in a higher division than Leyton Orient, so they've only played that many times. In fact, the last time a victory was achieved by Leyton Orient in the fixture was way back in 1983. In fact, October the 18th, 1983, in the old Division 3, in the new current League 1, where both sides are situated at the moment. Big week for Stuart Pearce that week. He left the non-league. He left Wealdstone, who of course where he began his career, same for Coventry City in 1993. I presume he wasn't there very long, because of course he was very much synonymous with Nottingham Forest, wasn't he, Stuart Pearce? But interesting start there. Game 4, this is a beauty. I like this one. Usually I don't like mentioning fixtures where it involves just the home games or the away games. I like when they're both together, and it's a long-standing trend in a fixture, regardless whether the team are at home or away. But in this case, I had to bring it up, and it's a Scunthorpe Torquay game. Scunthorpe absolutely rampant at home against Torquay. Listen to this: played 9, won 9, drawn 0, lost 0, scored 20, conceded 4, 27 points out of 27. It's a record that's lasted nearly 2 decades. This particular home dominance for Scunthorpe over Torquay. 5-1 win and 3-0 win in there as well. In fact, the last time, if you go back to February the 5th, 1994, the last time Torquay went to Scunthorpe, no idea where it is in the map actually, went to Scunthorpe and got a victory. It was a 3-1 win that day. Paul Trollope scoring for Torquay. I think he, of course, went on to manage Bristol Rovers, if I'm not wrong. And this was at number 1 when this was when that happened. Remember this song? Anyway, I hope that worked. So yeah, 19 years, because Scunthorpe will make it 10 consecutive home wins against Torquay. We'll find out on Saturday. I'm ending, like I always end, with Scotland, a Scottish game, Scottish Cup, 4th round. Don't you dare call it the Scottish FA Cup. It's the Scottish Cup at the weekend. Dundee Wraith was the game I looked at from a trends point of view. That's the one that caught my eye, because the last 6 times these sides have met, it's gone under 2.5. A real paucity of goals. 4 of the last 6, in fact, gone under 1.5. So very few goals in the Dundee matches against Wraith Rovers. So bear that in mind this particular weekend. That's your 5 from me. Have a great weekend. See you later.